2 links down below as always to credit WWE. Let's try to fly through this very quickly. This took place in Columbus, Ohio. Corey Graves was back at the helm again on commentary with Michael Cole as Pat McAfee was away for whatever reason. Seth and the crew came out. Seth does not care what the fans want because he asked him, what do you want? You sing my song, you cheer for CM Punk, you cheer OTC, you bark for the dogs, for Braun Breaker. Because they don't know what they want. Things exist because of him. He was allegedly, I forgot this, the first ever NXT champ, the first World Heavyweight Championship since the revision of the title belt. Called out quite a few superstars, stating that they just don't measure up. Breaker defeats Penta in a regular match. Adam Pearce states that next week, the New Day will face JD and Finn for the tag titles. So that's going to be interesting. For a moment there, I looked over there. You would think after all these years, I would know that my camera's there. Not there. Goldberg interview with Cole about bad blood last year when Gunther insulted him. He says that he was embarrassed by Gunther. That is actually quite pathetic. You shouldn't give a rat's ass what he thinks or anybody else thinks. It's going to be his retirement match, and then Michael Cole asked him the obvious question. Well, if it's your last match ever, what are you going to do if you win the World Heavyweight Championship? And he says that's quite the dilemma. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does win, and then what happens like afterwards. Does he just drop the belt? Does he just... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Jade Cargill defeats Roxanne Perez, so now she'll face Asuka at Night of Champions for the finals of the Queen of the Ring. I'm not going to lie. I forget what that means. Does that just mean... Because I'm like really tired. I'm like only on a few hours of sleep. Death Stranding 2 just came out. I think that means that whoever wins between the two will become the queen of the ring, right? And quite frankly, you got to be kidding. For me, it's got to be Jade Cargill. Gunther in-ring promo was complaining. Oh, it doesn't even show here. Complaining that he didn't get to celebrate last week because of Goldberg. Becky Lynch defeats Bayley via DQ after Lyra Valkyria got involved. Should not have got involved. She should know better. Should have waited until after the match. But it is what it is. And then this was a great, great match. Well, we had that little kerfuffle there. Because backstage, which I almost forgot to write down. Actually, I did forget to write it down. There was a little incident with the Judgment Day where Finn was talking. And, you know, how Dom's going to miss Liv because she's out with a real injury for quite a few months. And then Raquel's got one of the titles on each shoulder. I totally think they should do the same thing they did with Naomi and Bianca, where essentially we give Roxanne Perez one of those championship titles. I just think it would fit perfectly. It really, really would. So there was a little kerfuffle there. And then Rhea Ripley came out, got thrown through a Slim Jim table. Maybe the wood's thicker. I have no idea. But Cody Rhodes defeats Jey Uso for the finals of the King of Ring at Night of Champions. He will face Randy Orton. Great show of respect at the end. Love to see this. Again, I think it means whoever wins this becomes King of the Ring. I can't wait to see, obviously, what's going to happen. Still can't believe the whole thing with Saudi Arabia, Iran. I already made my video on that. I'm just saying, looking for the safety of everybody that's going to go there. I just hope everything is just good. Backstage, this happened earlier in the night. Not at the end, but I wanted to make this my final point. Backstage, Sami Zayn punched Cross because Cross told him, I told you, you wrestled the Viper and you lost. They have a match at Night of Champions. Just so you understand, Dominic, I think, has a real injury. Don't know if it's scripted, but the point is he was supposed to have an IC title match with AJ Styles. That got pulled at the last minute. Now, Karrion Kross is going to face Sami Zayn at Night of Champions in a PLE match, in a singles match, for the first time in almost 3 years since Crown Jewel of 2022. It's the first time that Karrion Kross is going to do that. So, push the Cross. Literally. And I really want good things for him. He deserves it. He's earned it. Maybe you don't agree. That's not the point. That's just my take. And that's it. I feel like, and it was a 3-hour Raw, and I'm already done in just a little under 5 minutes. I might as well just keep going. No, I'm just kidding. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. You didn't like it, I'll you know, do the whole thing where I bend it, twist it. But instead of breaking it off in your ass, we'll have her, like you'll face this way. Well, my camera's reversed. You face that way, right? And then she just drop kicks the thumb right off. Okay? Don't ask. I'm really tired and I'm excited to play Death Stranding. The hell with this for now. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Let me know down below your predictions, what you thought of this Raw, or anything else. Really, could be AEW. I don't discriminate. Okay? Anything, for a couple of reasons. One, well, because I'm legitimately curious. And two, I'll never deny that it helps with the algorithm to push this video so that it could get maybe 10 views instead of 3. That's really what it comes down to. All right. Bye for now.